Don't be surprised when your takeaway coffee hits $6. It's not far off. So it might be time to invest in a pod machine. But can you make a decent coffee for just 37 cents?
Coffee run, everybody. Em, I've got your small flat white.
Thanks, Reid. Oh, sorry, how much do I owe you?
$5.20.
$5.20?
Yep, coffee ain't cheap. And with prices like that, the days of the office coffee run might be over. The average Australian drinks about 9 cups of the stuff every week. Some of us spending as much as $2,000 a year on coffee.
Depend on it. Fully addicted.
Too many, about 4 or 5, I reckon.
And don't even get us started on the expensive hipster cafe culture where you'll fork out a small fortune for turmeric lattes or extra strong long blacks with a side of sparkling water.
Thank you.
Marketing guru Joe Munro.
Coffee's become really trendy now. In fact, a good barista is more valued than a good barrister these days.
But there's now a growing alternative to cafe culture. No, we're not talking about instant coffee, we're talking about pods.
Pod coffee's become incredibly popular in homes, and you don't have to be an amazing barista to make a fantastic coffee at home.
And what's not to love? They're quick, easy and convenient, and the best part, a 10-pack of pods costs as little as $3.70. So you can have 10 cups of coffee at home for the price of just 1 cup at a cafe.
So George Clooney has a lot to answer for. He has made pod coffee sexy.
He sure has.
Wouldn't change a thing.
Nespresso has led the way when it comes to pods, but tonight we're comparing some of the other players on the market, looking at taste, quality and cost.
Now, Craig, I couldn't help but notice you have a few impressive trophies over there. Seems like you know a fair bit about coffee.
I've done a lot of coffee competitions and I've been lucky to be pretty successful, that's true.
Helping us taste test is Craig Simon, a 3-time Australian barista champion.
What do you look for when you're choosing a coffee pod?
For me, I'm looking for flavour and a clean and sweet cup.
The first coffee pod we're tasting is the St Remio, the only pod on offer that fits more than one machine. It retails at 37.5 cents per pod or $3.75 for a pack of 10. Craig says the coffee tastes clean, sweet and smooth. He's giving the first pod on our list an 8 out of 10. Next up is Lavazza. It's the most expensive option we're trying today, retailing at 68 cents per capsule or $11 for a pack of 16.
First thoughts?
Definitely a heavier body, it's a lot more weight, but the flavour's not as expressive. There's a more smoky character to it.
What rating would you give this one?
I would say because of the cost of the pod, this is maybe lower on my ratings. I would say maybe a 6.5 to a 7.
The Woolworths Cafitli coffee pod retails for just 37 cents per pod or $3.70 for a pack of 10. He's given this option a 5 out of 10 rating.
It's definitely not my preference.
Yeah, I'm certainly going to be buzzing for the rest of the day, I think.
Absolutely.
And Craig's similarly unenthused about our next pod, the Nescafe Dolce Gusto. These pods are mid-range, retailing at 53 cents per pod or $8.50 for a 16-pack.
Taste is okay. There's not much weight to it. It's a fairly thin coffee, but it's not that unpleasant. So I would say we're sitting around maybe a 5.5.
And last but not least, we're tasting Coles coffee pods. Like the Woolworths Cafe Italy range, these retail for 37 cents per pod or $3.70 for a pack of 10. But Craig much prefers the taste of these, giving them a 7.5-star rating.
It's quite pleasant. The thing that I would notice about that's different to all of the other coffees is there's a lot more acidity to the cup. So it's a brighter, fruitier cup of coffee, if that's your preference.
So, what's the best option for value for money in Craig's eyes?
I would say out of all of the coffees we've tasted today, the St Remio was my favourite, very closely followed by the Coles coffee.